True innovation is something that you've never seen before. If you talk to virtually any brand, any organization, any retailer, they're going to tell you that innovation is paramount to their success and it's kind of the cornerstone of their strategy. But then when you scratch below the surface and you start looking at what they do to reward their people, how do they nurture their people, how do they even define what innovation is, you find that there are oftentimes some problems. And a lot of it really does come down to the definition of innovation. A lot of times I'll talk to organizations and I'll say, tell me about what you're working on that's innovative. And they'll start to describe projects and it becomes clear really quickly that what they're really describing is not innovation, but iteration. True innovation is something that you've never seen before. True innovation is brand new. And the interesting thing about it is, although organizations say that that's what they're pursuing, oftentimes when they actually do it, they're terrified of it. I think the first step with innovation for any organization is really defining it. Let's define what this means, and let's really ask ourselves, do we have the courage to produce innovative things and take them to market? Because that's really the challenge. The second thing is, a lot of companies don't even know who their creative and innovative people really are. And this is the hugest mystery to me, is that if you ask for the list of assets in just about any company, they can list all the buildings, all the machinery, all of the physical assets in the company. And yet, if you say, where's the inventory of the most creative people that you have in your business? Nobody knows. Once you understand who those creative people are, you have to include them in the innovation process. And all too often what I've found is that seniority is sort of your ticket into the innovation process, and it really shouldn't be. In fact, there's an inverse relationship in many cases between people who are great leaders and people who are highly innovative. Oftentimes they're not the same people. So I think organizations really need to, first of all, define creativity and innovation. They need to inventory the people in their organization that are highly creative, and it's a very small percentage. Unfortunately, most of us get the creativity beaten out of us by the time we're going into the workforce. But some people retain that, so you need to know who those people are. And then give them a safe structure to work in. Give them the encouragement, the nurturing, and the reward that they need to feel that they can contribute that creative genius.